Welcome back, Mama, to our third vertical push-pull workout. Today's workout is going to be using our bands and our dumbbells today, so make sure to have those handy. Today's workout is also fairly stationary, fairly straight up and down. So if you'd like to join me seated, that is totally fine. There's no modifications necessary on this one. And as always, making sure we've got about 3 to 5 feet of space, clear, free of obstacles around us. You've got enough room to raise those hands up above your head, and you've got that water nearby. Feel free to pause or take a break whenever you need to, and let's get right into it. Reaching right on up, hands together. We're gonna exhale, take it to the left. Inhale, back over to the right. Back to center, dropping those hands into some arm circles. Just really opening up that shoulder joint, mobilizing it a little bit more. And back over, switching sides. And when you're ready, let's slow them down, taking our left ear to left shoulder. Dropping it down through the middle. Back up, right ear to right shoulder. Looking over our left shoulder for 3 breaths. Bring it back to center, looking over the right shoulder. Perfect, reaching out nice and wide. Let's swing those arms across our chest. Waking up even more planes of motion for our shoulders. They're a really cool joint, ball and socket joint. Awesome, dropping those hands down onto those hips, hip circles. We're not doing too much lower body today, but it is still really nice to make sure we're mobilizing and warming up our entire body. As we know, the body produces less synovial, less joint fluid during pregnancy, so warming up, keeping things moving is really important. Perfect. Lifting up that right leg. Let's draw some ankle circles on the floor. Dropping it down, other leg. And dropping it down. Let's get into some hip openers. So knee's going to come up, out and down, and then march it out. All right, let's go ahead, close those knees, climbing back over. All right, let's go ahead, dropping it down, shaking it out a little bit. Have a sip of that water. We're gonna start with our dumbbells with some Arnold presses. So grabbing onto our dumbbells, nice shoulder width stance, hugging baby up and in, soft bend in those knees. And you know the drill, we're gonna do shoulder blades back and down. Bring those arms up to just about shoulder height, pressing up, coming back down in front, just about nose height. And that's 1 rep. Really making sure as we press up, there's kind of a natural tendency to stick our bellies out, but we're keeping it nice and straight up and down. All the way up, all the way down. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, take a quick little rest, giving your body what it needs here. Now let's take a little break, checking in on form, making sure those shoulders are back and down. Sometimes I like to cue myself by turning my palm towards my screen. Then I'll load up the weight and you can feel those scapulae kind of settle into place. Always got that soft bend in the knees, and remember, we're counteracting the kind of natural urge to stick our bellies out as we put those arms above our heads. So bringing arms up, pressing to the ceiling, drop it down in front of the face. Really resisting gravity on the way down. Making sure to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. 30 seconds here. We'll give ourselves a little bit of a break before set number 3. walking around our space. 10 seconds here. We're going to get right back into it. And 2, 1, elbows up. Press it out. All the way up, all the way down. And 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down, shake it out. 1 minute rest here. Make sure to grab that water, give your body what it needs while I introduce our next movement. We're going to do some alternating overhead presses. So bringing those arms up to goalpost formation, hugging baby up and in. Remember, we're combating that curvature there. Hands go up, and we're going to go knuckles to ceiling, back down. Really kind of thinking of leading with that pinky to make sure that we're not inflaming our rotator cuff. All right, so let's go ahead, elbows up, counting it down, 10 on each side. 8, 8. Halfway there, almost. 6, 6, 5, 5. Make sure we're hugging baby up and in. All right, almost there. 2 and 1. Drop it down, shake it out, reset those shoulders. That one, I felt the burn towards the end. I hope you did too. We got 2 more sets of that guy. When you're ready, hands go up, shoulder blades back and down, hugging baby up and in, press it out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, dropping it down, really feeling it now. Make sure we're feeling it right here in those deltoids, not in those traps. Our traps are so greedy. They're gonna try and take over in pretty much anything waist up. So really cueing shoulder blades back and down, pinky up first will help cue so you feel it right kind of in the cap of those deltoid muscles. All right, giving ourselves 10 more seconds, giving your body what it needs. All right, mama, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's press. Hugging baby up and in, really focusing. Remember to breathe. Two. Last one. Amazing, well done. We're gonna go ahead, keep those weights in your hand, but if you need, grab a drink of water. I'll go ahead and introduce our next movement. This is a very shoulder heavy push-pull day, so we're gonna go on to some raising motions. Cool thing about our shoulders, we know they do a ton of things across a ton of different planes, so we're gonna work on this motion. And we're gonna do so by doing some bent arm lateral raises. So that's exactly how it sounds. We're gonna kind of bend those arms in like a robot, gripping onto those weights, hugging baby up and in, nice stable base through our core and our trunk. Shoulder blades back and down, pinkies out. And that is 1 rep when we bring our shoulder just about to shoulder height. And that is 1 rep when we bring our elbows just about to shoulder height and back down. All the way up, down. And that is our bent arm lateral raise for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking it out. We're so close. We've got 2 more sets of these, and we're going to give our shoulders a little bit of a break. They should be pretty warm by now. 10 seconds. Give your body what it needs. Setting that intention. We're leaving this room stronger. We're leaving this room better for having been here. Bend arms. Pinkies out. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Give yourself what you need here. Pat yourself on your back. You're so close. Checking in on that body. Does this hurt? Are we feeling it in our traps? What is our trunk doing? Are we hugging baby up and in? What are our knees doing? We're not locking them out. Give yourself what you need. Set that intention. We're going to go elbows up. Raise it out. Count it down with me. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Set those dumbbells aside. I'm about ready to drop kick them across the room. My shoulders are feeling it. All right, we've got one last set here. We're going to work on our vertical pull. We are familiar with this guy. We know it. We love it. We're using it to work up to a pull-up. It is the band pull-apart. So we're going to find that comfy resistance, bringing that band. Once again, we're drawing a straight line from our eyebrows, using our elbows to our crown molding, and pulling apart, down, right about to our necks. Back to 1. That is 1 rep. Making sure to have those shoulder blades back and down. And anytime those arms are above our heads, making sure we're hugging baby up and in. Making sure that we're bringing those shoulder blades back and down. All the way out. All the way in. Finding that comfy resistance. We're doing the movements properly and safely, but this should be hard. 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out. Grab that water. Give your body what it needs for 30 seconds while I walk through the foreman setup. So once again, hands are going towards our crown molding, drawing that straight line from our eyebrows upwards. And we'll start with our grip just wider than shoulder width. So if we need more resistance, we're choking upwards on the band. If we need less, we're pulling our hands further apart on that band, giving ourselves some slack. And then we're going to drive backwards, squeezing with those lats, squeezing right in those armpits as we draw those elbows in, bring those hands towards our neck. All right, set 2, bring it up. Thumbs apart, pull it down. Finding that comfy resistance. Hugging baby up and in. Great way to work up to that pull up. Soft bend in those knees. 2, and 1. Drop it down. Shake it out a little bit. Giving yourselves what you need here. We have 1 more set, then we'll work on those accessory muscles. Shaking it out here. Making sure those shoulders are back and down. Pulling those elbows apart. You should feel it here in your tricep and your bicep and down here in your lat. 1 last set here. Hands come up. Pulling down and apart. Ooh, I might have overdid it there. That was too much. There we go. Down and apart. Really strict movement here. Think about squeezing those lats. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Grab that water. Trade that band in for our dumbbells again. Giving ourselves a 1-minute rest here while I introduce another superset here. So we're going to superset our hammer curls. So that is our thumbs to our shoulders with tricep extension. So we're kicking back with those pinkies. We know it, we love it. It's a really fun way to burn it out. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of 20 bicep curls, superset with 20 tricep extensions. Quick rest, and we're gonna do it 2 more times. All right, count it down with me in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curl it up for 20. Making sure shoulder blades are back and down. We're not swinging those hips. Nice and isolated. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick it back for 20. All the way back. Focusing on that contraction of the tricep, that muscle in the back of your arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Grab a 30-second rest, mama. We've got 2 more rounds of those guys. As always, we're making sure baby is hugged up and in. Shoulder blades are back and down, and we're moving with intention. We're not just swinging things around. Moving precisely and with intention. 5 seconds, we'll get right back into it. 20 hammer curls, 20 tricep kickbacks. All right, count it down with me. 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. 4, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Kick it back for 20. Really moving with intention. Looking at my arms. I'm straightening them as hard as I humanly can. Kicking back with those pinkies. 10 left. 2, 1. 30-second rest. We've got 1 more superset just to burn things out here. Giving ourselves what we need, grabbing that water. If you need an active rest, take an active rest. Walk around your space. If you just want to chill, you're more than welcome to chill as well. All right, hugging baby up and in, shoulder blades back and down. We're going to curl it up for 20. 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it back, mama. All the way back. Really moving with precision, moving with intention. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights down. Give yourself a toast. Give a toast to your neighbor. We're going to go ahead and start cooling things down when you're ready here. When you're ready, nice wide stance on that mat. Reaching right on up with me. Great big exhale, lean it to the left. Really going with intention to stretch out those lats that we just worked. Back to center, going ahead, other side. Amazing. Dropping it down just into some arm circles. And reaching right out nice and wide. Reaching that arm across. Hugging it to our bodies. Dropping that hand down. Let's go ahead, switching sides. Left hand comes across. Going ahead, taking those hands, link them behind your back. Opening up that chest. Perfect. Just in case our traps got greedy here, go ahead, looking over our shoulder. And then looking down. Come to the center, chin to chest. Other side, bring it out. And looking over our other shoulder. Bring ourselves back to center one more time. Let's just roll those shoulders back, reaching right on up. Dropping it down, exhale. One more time, all the way up. Drop it down, exhale. Last time with me, mama, reaching right on up. Drop it down, exhale. Grab that water, give your body what it needs today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.